Good afternoon and welcome to Ventnor. It's mid-February roughly. I've been incredibly busy, hence not many videos loaded the last couple of weeks, but here's one. It's just the first day of spring. The sun has been out. It's been quite warm, kind of, relative to what it's been prior to that. Quite warm today, that is. It's been cold up until today. It's been a really murky, dull, not particularly windy, but overcast and cold February so far. And it's all about to change. Now, is this the first day of spring though? There's the old tea hut, not yet open for the season, but it will be open soon. Do good coffee there. There's the beach safety hut. Lady Scarlet's over the road with the red canopy. They're open. Golden Sands will be open again soonish. Not entirely sure when Golden Sands will be open. Go for a quick walk up here. I'm not going to do a very long video today because I'm busy. Let's go up here for a change. Not sure I've ever filmed walking up here before. I may have done. May have filmed coming down this way. Sorry. Wow, it's a cold breeze. So it's going to go very, very mild, very warm even, over the next few days. But it's not going to be particularly dry. Going to get at least some rain from tomorrow, I think. I think it might just skirt the Isle of Wight, so we may stay dry here, but we shall see. It's going to get a bit blustery as well, especially further down towards the West Country, west of here. Whew. So it's half term, I gather. Obviously I don't have kids, so I don't really think about half term, but I think that's what it is. Hence there being loads of kids around and the cafes being busy, so it's quite difficult to work. I'm writing reports at the moment and I've got deadlines, but it's not easy to work when it's quite noisy in cafes. Obviously I can't really work in the car. That is a really chilly breeze. So it's still an easterly today, which is obviously a cold direction, but it is due to go swing round from the south, basically. South-southwest maybe. Bringing up warm weather. And some early migrant birds, hopefully. The first wheat here I noticed, not here, but that was in Gloucestershire, I think. First wheat here of the spring. Sure sign of early spring migration starting. And 3 serines in, at Sandwich Bay in Kent. Which is kind of an overshooting migrant. So the first sand martins should start to appear soon. Then the first swallows, chiff-chaffs. It's quite windy here, so I don't know if you can hear the wind. A bit blustery. So it's feeling cold and sleeping bags performing really well. I've just ordered a sleeping bag liner. So I'm going to switch quite soon, I think. If it starts to warm up, I'll switch to a thinner, warm enough. Currently I'm still in the winter sleeping bag. It's still February, obviously, so... But yeah, not having any trouble at all sleeping in the car. It's really comfortable. So I was contemplating buying a van using some of the money I've saved from the work I've been doing. But unfortunately, some expenses have arisen, which means that's not going to happen now. So I'll still be in the car all summer, or in a bivouac if the car breaks, because I basically run out of money. I've still got a bit in the account, but yeah, gonna have to put off any plans to buy a van for this year, I think. It does really feel spring-like, the old. The air, even when it's cold, you can just taste it in the air, the spring. Of this rock. Big slab of green sand. Just going to drop down into Grove Car Park via these steps over here and head into town. Oh yeah, you're right. Cool. Certainly no wheat ears. The habitat's no good for wheat ears here. More likely down at Wheelers Bay or on the rocks around the harbour. But I thought I'd have a bit of a walk. Been working quite a lot today, so needed some fresh air. Lovely snowdrops just down there, and primroses. This stuff, I can't remember what this is called. Tell me in the comments section if you can remember what that's called. And whilst you're at it, if you're not subscribed to the channel, do subscribe. And there's a buymeacoffee.com link in the description if you want to donate to the channel, which is always very much appreciated, especially at the moment. And if you want to give me a like, or if you want to donate to this video in particular, then there's a thanks button as well. And thank you to people who do donate to individual videos. That's really kind of you, very much appreciated. Oh, blasted again by the wind. So triachiums coming up here. Big spikes of flowers that the bees will love when they flower. They should flower this year by the looks of it. These echiums. There's the old Rex building. Just nipped into a co-op to get some supplies, so hence switching you off for 5 minutes. Just walking down, well, I might swing left here. Make sure there's no wheat ears around Salisbury Gardens, which there won't be, but I'll quickly have a look. These little gardens on the right hand side here can be really good later in the spring as well, and especially in the autumn. for little migrating birds that come down to find some food. So always worth checking. Too early for anything at this time of year, but you never know. I reckon the southerly airflow we're going to get is probably going to push a few more migrants up. A few sand martins and wheatears and swallows, that kind of thing. Sun's a bit bright to see. Oh no, that's better. There's Salisbury Gardens, that building. So put a couple of bases in for more benches. I like this, I like them putting in lots of benches up here. Means old folk like me have somewhere to sit and watch the migrant birds coming in. There used to be a shelter here, if I remember rightly. Presumably vandalised and then removed. Right, I'm going to head back down. Because I need to warm up with a cup of tea, I think. Notice I said cup of tea rather than coffee. I prefer tea in the afternoon. There's the harbour. Tide is right in at the moment. I should imagine the old lizards will be out in abundance over the next few days if it's not too cloudy, which I think it will be because it'll be raining as well as probably some sunny intervals. I wonder if the old warm southerly airflow will mark the transition between winter and the start of spring. You can see the blackthorn here is tightly closed still. The blossom of that will be out soon. There's absolutely no sign of any swirling up blossom yet. Let's go down this way. But yeah, the blackthorn blossom will be out soon, and the early hoverflies and queen bumblebees will be out soon too, and they'll go straight to the blackthorn. It's one of the most important early resources, along with pussy willow. I think their catkins are out very early as well. Pretty sure I'm right about that, and that's what the queen bumblebees go for. Obviously the queen bees come out first and find a nest to lay their eggs in, and all the workers will emerge from the nest at some point soon. March, April, I suppose. You can tell I don't know much about bumblebees. So my hands are now cold, so I'm going to just peer into the harbour, then I'm going to switch you off and go and get a cup of tea. Thank you for coming along on this walk, always appreciated. And thank you for all your support. And I'll upload another video soon, probably sooner than I've been doing of late. Maybe not daily, but at least every other day. See if we can achieve that, shall we?